You have always had the freedom to choose what you want to wear, to choose how to wear your hair, to choose the style of glasses you want, to choose your friends, to choose what you eat. And you've also always had the freedom to choose how you show up in the world. And when we understand that we have this freedom of how we are choosing to be seen in the world, it's like somebody putting that key in the lock that's been locked for years and opening us up to a brand new world of freedom. When we understand that we are responsible for how we feel and we can choose how we feel, and not one single person has any ruling over you inwardly, and they never, ever have. So I'm going to say that again. Not one single person or situation has ever had any ruling over you inwardly. Never. It's always been a choice how you choose to react, respond. It's always been a choice. I didn't realize I had a choice. I didn't realize. I just thought this was me. I didn't know. And I have allowed in my past so many people to literally nearly destroy me, bring me down so much because of all of their stuff, all of their insecurities, and all of their unkindness. But I allowed that to penetrate me through school, through work, friends, boyfriends. I allowed that, and I allowed it to bring me down because I didn't realize that I had a choice in how I chose to respond, to react. And I mean, a lot of that was about my values, but it took me years to understand. For me, it took me years. It doesn't mean it's going to take you years if you don't understand this yet, but it took me years to fully grasp the concept that I had a choice on how I showed up in the world, how I responded to situations, how I responded to people. And if you've seen some of my other videos, you'll see that I've let go of a lot of people from my life, but I've done it in a loving, kind way. And I'm sure before I would have probably been, a middle finger job. I would have probably done that and said a lot of unkind things back. But I know that what I think about me matters more, and how I show up in the world matters more. But knowing I have that choice now, for me, created freedom. It was literally like somebody had given me the key to freedom. And when you finally realize that you don't have to react in a way that people are, that it's like they're just waiting for you to react. They're waiting for you to explode. They're waiting for you to get angry. They're waiting to say, told you, you're always the same. You're always like this. Shock them. Shock these people that have been bringing you down, or have, given you some insults. Shock them. Choose to show up in a way that keeps you in a state of you matter more than the good opinion of others, and what you think about you matters more. So it doesn't matter what they think or what they say. It doesn't matter why they're doing it or saying what they're saying. It doesn't matter. What matters is how you choose to respond. So again, I go back to not one single person or situation can rule you inwardly. You have a choice. And when you know this, you are free to choose how you want to show up in the world. And I'm just going to leave you with this quote. Oh, before I do, no, I am not perfect at it. Yes, things still hurt me sometimes. You know, we're all human, and you don't just flip a switch and not have kind of any emotion if somebody's been unkind to you, or if there's been a situation that hasn't served you and it's left you kind of, you know, having maybe sleepless nights or something. I'm not perfect at it, but I know I'm 90% better than I've ever been in my life, knowing that I can speak up, choose how I want, choose the words that I want to express, and choose how I want to be seen by other people now. And that for me is that I value myself, I'm worthy, I'm deserving, and yeah, that's that basically. So I wanted to leave you with this quote. So it's quite powerful. And it is by a gentleman called Viktor Frankl. And he says, between stimulus and response, there is a space. And in that space, there is a power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. So between stimulus and response, there is a space. And in that space, there is a power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. Our freedom lies in our ability to choose how we want to respond to what's going on externally, and how we react, how we want to feel, and how we want to be seen in the world. So when somebody has said something to you that's not particularly pleasant, so that's the stimulus created, you have that space of choosing there and then, or stepping away and coming back to the situation, how to respond. So it's in that space, that few seconds is your freedom, to respond in a way of how you're choosing now to show up in the world. I really hope that's helped. If you are like how I was, and I would react to people's unkindness, I would get really upset. I would try and basically hide away from the world sometimes with just how people, I allowed people to make me feel. I allowed that because I didn't know I had a choice in the matter. If you are one of these people that reacts, whether it's outwardly reacting or inwardly shutting yourself away from the world, and you're still struggling with that, it is so important to know that you do have a choice. And I would be more than happy to guide you through how we can, working together, change that, so, and create a new pattern of how you're choosing to show up in the world. So if that's something you're interested, then please don't forget I offer 30 minutes free complimentary consultation. So you can either comment below or get in touch on any one of my links below, and I will be happy to help you. So take care, guys, and I'll speak to you soon.